Good morning! Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Carl for Tuesday, September 17th. We've got a fast show, and I know it's been a minute since I've been here. I also don't think, I think nobody is watching because there are 0 viewers. But if anybody does decide to join me, make sure you comment or shoot a message so I can give you a shout out. Even if you're watching after the fact, comment on this video. So I know that you've watched it. And we've got a great show. It's a fast show. Let's kick it off.
It's the time of the week once again. Attention please, it's Coffee with Carl. For all of you who need a helping hand in real estate world, it's Coffee with Carl. Whether you're selling or buying, there's so many things to consider. Grab a paper and pen and your favorite brew. This informative recaps coming live to you. It's the time of the week once again. It's Coffee with Carl.
All right. It's the time of the week once again. It's time for Coffee with Carl. And we are up to 1 viewer, so I'm pretty sure that's my wife. Hi, honey. Oh, nope, maybe not. It's Joe. Hey, Joe. Thanks for tuning in. Here, let me make these comments bigger. I don't know why they're so small. I appreciate you joining, Joe. Thanks for tuning in. You're my only viewer. So I feel like, it's me and you. We're talking. Coffee with Carl. We're going to go over 3 things today. First and foremost is, like I talked about last time, my last one was back in July. So it's been a minute, but I want to ensure that everybody's aware of the Fall Festival. So October 6th, it's less than a month away. Sunday, October 6th at Hops on the Hill in Glastonbury. We are having our Fall Festival, 11 a.m. It is we have the whole brewery to ourselves from 11 to 1. At 1 o'clock, it does open up to the public. And but at 11 o'clock, it's just us. Everybody will get lanyards. It is open bar, so you can have a beer for lunch. Also, we're going to have a couple of food trucks there. Let me show you what we have going on. So skyscraper sandwiches will be there. And it looks like, and I have never had skyscraper sandwiches, but it looks like they have really big sandwiches. Skyscraper sandwiches brings amazingly delicious sandwiches directly to people who crave the flavors of a great New York City deli. We feature piled high sandwiches, fresh to order, and packed with mouth-watering ingredients. Our core menu consists of corned beef pastrami, Reubens, Rachel's, sliders, and portobello Reubens. I love Reubens. Reubens are great. Oh, hey now, Jim Harrington showing up. Hey, Jim. Hey now, hey now. So yeah, we're going to have Reubens. That's great. We're actually going to have 2 food trucks this year. So not only are we going to have skyscraper sandwiches with really big sandwiches. Let's just look at their menu real quick. I'm big on seeing what they got. He said that they're going to bring the core menu. Oh man, Reubens are great. Pastrami, Reubens, and Rachel's. Portobello Reuben. That sounds amazing. Pastrami, grilled cheese, Rachel's, and Reubens. What's a Rachel? A Rachel is basically a turkey Reuben. Huh. Who knew? All right, so that looks great, but we're also going to have the Rolling Tomato, which is a wood-fired pizza truck. So it should allow for a lot faster. I know in past fall festivals, the line for food was out, was forever, and you had to wait. Well, this should really fix that, where we don't have to wait for a long time, because the Rolling Tomato, this guy churns out wood-fired pizzas in like 2 seconds. And it's amazing. It's just a big table of it, so you can come up and grab pizza. It's going to be great. And of course, Hops on the Hill, what an awesome place. They got beer. Let's see what's on tap at Hops on the Hill. It's such a beautiful spot. Of course, we do have a photographer who is there taking pictures of your family. So to all my clients now, I've reached out to many of them by email. I'm going to be calling a bunch. If I don't get to you, I'm sorry, but you're invited. Okay. And your family is invited too. So, if you're a client of mine, we've looked at houses, we've sold a house. You've referred people to me. You are a client of mine, and you should come on October 6th at 11 a.m. to Hops on the Hill for lunch and a beer. We do have a professional photographer who is going to be taking pictures of you and your family. And when I say bring your family, I mean it. If you're a grandparent and you want to bring the kids, brothers and sisters, kids, grandkids to get a family photo, that's what this is about. It's just a good time to do that. So let's see what is on tap at Hops on the Hill. Oktoberfest, Blondie, Hefes, Dunkels, Cherry Sours. That looks all amazing. Of course, they do have ciders, and for non-beer drinkers, they do have red and white wine available by the glass, hard cider, and a variety of soft drinks. So that's if you don't feel like having a beer at 11 a.m., you can have a soft drink. So again, October 6th, let's pull that flyer back up. October 6th, 11 a.m., Hops on the Hill, 275 Doug Road in South Glastonbury. It's a great time. Bring the family. A lot of you have already written back and said you will see us there. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great time for me to connect with everybody and say hi to everybody and meet some of your family if I haven't met them before and things like that. So yeah, I'll see you then. Following up next on our list of things to do is exciting news that we've actually opened a real estate school. So the New England School of Real Estate is open. If you've ever thought about getting your real estate license, now's the time to do it. It's a really great school that you can do from the comfort of your own home. But instead of me telling you about it, let's throw it to me in another video, which ironically enough, I didn't record this today, but ironically enough, I'm wearing the same shirt. Welcome to the New England School of Real Estate. I'm Carl Gild, the owner and director of the school. I want to walk you through the process of attending our Connecticut Principles and Practices class. This course provides you with the 60 hours of required class time needed to apply for your Connecticut real estate exam. Our Principles and Practices class is the most affordable, flexible, and fastest way to achieve your 60 hours. We offer your choice of 2 live sessions held via Zoom 5 days a week. You can choose to attend the morning session from 9 to noon or the evening session from 6 to 9 p.m. You can only take 1 session per day, but the choice of morning or evening gives you tremendous flexibility with scheduling. Our classes run on a rotating monthly schedule, so you don't have to wait to start. You can jump in as soon as tomorrow and complete your 60 hours in less than a month. 20 sessions to be exact. Now it's best to attend those 20 sessions consecutively so you don't miss any classes. However, if you do miss a class, you have 2 options. You can wait until the topic is covered again next month, or you can choose to do a makeup class on the weekend for an additional fee. Again, our goal is to get you through your classes as quickly and as easy as possible so you can start your real estate career. The state requires that your class be live instructed, and you must be on camera for the entire 3 hours, stationary, and able to participate with a microphone and camera on your computer. At the end of your 60 hours of class, you'll take a final exam, and you'll need to score 70% or better to receive your passing certificate, which is required to apply for the state exam. There are 2 books needed for class that are not included in the $395 cost, which you can order from our bookstore. You can choose between physical books or ebooks. You don't need these to start class, but if you opt for physical books, it's best to order them as soon as possible. If you ever need extra help, our dedicated team is just a click away, ready to answer your questions and guide you through any challenges via our Facebook group dedicated for students. So that's it. Are you ready to get your Connecticut real estate license? Take the next step and register for your class now. If you have additional questions, feel free to comment or contact us via email or phone. We look forward to teaching you. So there you go. That's it. Are you ready? Who wants to come be an agent with me? I need more agents. And I'd like for you to come work with me. So in order to do that, go to the New England School of Real Estate. It's www.neschoolofrealestate.com. And you can click on the pre-licensing class here and just register down below. There's the video we just watched. Click the register now button. It's real easy. You can start as soon as tomorrow. Also, for other agents who are watching this, we've got a lot of continuing education. So if you're looking to do your continuing education, you can go to the neschoolofrealestate.com and do all of your continuing education right online. We're going to be hosting in-person education events as well. But it's a really easy way for real estate education to happen in Connecticut and for you to get your license. So the kids are back in school. Maybe it's time for you to go back to school and get your real estate license. So let me know if you're interested. You can DM me or you can go to our website, email me, call me, whatever works for you. Last but not least, I'm going to take a moment to actually talk about real estate. So you may or may not have heard about the big lawsuit that happened about the National Association of Realtors and a settlement that happened with the Burnett and Sitzer trial. And the National Association of Realtors has instituted some changes that have happened. Mainly, the largest change is that realtors are no longer allowed to advertise a co-broke fee on the MLS. Now, let me explain what that is. Typically, when the old way we used to do it is when I would list a house, I would list it for, hey, Denise, thanks for tuning in. We would list the house for a total commission of, say, 5% or 6%. And half of that we would offer out to a co-broke. So that means whoever the buyer's agent was would know what they're getting paid. So the buyer's agent would effectively know through the multiple listing service that, the co-broke fee on this, the seller is offering 2.5% to the buyer broker's agency. So that was the old way of doing it, and it had a lot of transparency and kind of everybody knew what was happening. The new way is a bit different. So commissions have been decoupled, meaning that the buyer is responsible for their commission and the seller is responsible for their commission. However, there's a few caveats to that, and let's get into the details of it. So when I come list your house now, we are only talking about the listing commission. So perhaps that's 2.5% or 3%. However, the buyer side commission is going to be negotiable. So many buyers are going to request for reimbursement for that commission in their offers. So when we sit down and we look at offers on your home, we're going to be looking at the net amount that we're getting, just like if it was a buyer closing cost credit or something of that nature. So if you receive an offer of $400,000 and they're asking for, a $10,000 closing cost credit and a 2% buyer reimbursement credit, we look at all of those things to figure out exactly what you're going to net. So it does, it has really gotten rid of some transparency and has just making for more conversations when we receive offers. On the buyer side, it has changed a little bit too. So the new rules are that the buyer is responsible for the commission. However, that was always the case. But typically, we would be reimbursed and we would know what we're going to be reimbursed by the seller because of the offer of compensation on the MLS. Well, that no longer exists. So with the compensation on the MLS gone, we have to put the compensation within the offer itself. And it becomes a negotiable item. So that's what's changed on the buyer side. I know that that probably all sounds crazy to you and you're completely lost with that. And I don't blame you. It's taken us realtors months to wrap our heads around, and many realtors still have not wrapped their heads around how it's working. But that is the new way. And you definitely, when you're hiring a real estate agent to assist you in the purchase or sale of a property, you definitely want an agent who's aware of how the new way things work. And I'm happy to say that all of the agents at CGA, at Carl Gallen Associates, have been trained very intensely upon how the new arrangement works. So when you use a CGA agent, you'll definitely, you should feel comfortable that we are well conversed and well trained on the new way that real estate works. I apologize for the boring part of things, and I don't want this Coffee with Carl to go much longer. It's 11:17, and we're up to 7 viewers. So thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Jim, Joe, Denise, everybody who's watching after the fact, make sure you drop a comment below. If you have questions about the Fall Festival, about the New England School of Real Estate, about the National Association of Realtors settlement and how things are moving forward. Fred says, nice info. Thanks for tuning in, Fred. Fred knows the deal of how things work. He's a great agent. If you have questions on any of those, or just want to talk, feel free to comment below or message me. I appreciate everybody tuning in for this week's this quarter's Coffee with Carl. I'm going to start doing them monthly. I'm making a commitment because I do enjoy doing this. So I am going to start doing it monthly. And until then, we'll see you next month for another episode of Coffee with Carl.
It's the time of the week once again. Attention please, it's Coffee with Carl. For all of you who need a helping hand in real estate world, it's Coffee with Carl. Whether you're selling or buying, there's so many things to consider. Grab a paper and pen and your favorite brew. This informative recaps coming live to you. It's the time of the week once again. It's Coffee with Carl.